Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Lucky Buns, and in today's Pokemon Go video, we're going to be breaking down all of the events for the month of June. Niantic really just threw a ton of information at us today, just in regards to the June events, plus Go Fest, and then also Go Battle League Season 8. And I'm actually going to be working on a separate video for all of the Go Battle League Season 8 updates, just because there is so much to talk about in that video. And for those of you that really don't participate in Go Battle League, I think you're going to want to participate in this upcoming season, but we'll talk about that in the next video. Anyways, as always, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, if you do find it helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button down below. It would help me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, we have so much to get into, so let's just jump straight into it. So like usual, let's go ahead and start off with the Giovanni special research, which there isn't actually any Giovanni special research officially yet. We pretty much just have the Shadow Zapdos makeup because, Team Go Rocket was missing in action during like half of the month of April, so Niantic did announce previously that they were going to do a makeup for Shadow Zapdos, and that's going to take place from June 1st to June 17th. And then from June 17th to June 31st, that's going to be a mysterious Shadow Pokemon that Giovanni is going to have, and we'll most likely get either a timed research to go with this or another special research. We don't know what Pokemon it's going to be yet. It could be a new Pokemon, or it could be an old Pokemon, or potentially even Mewtwo, right? Who knows? They have not announced anything yet. All we know is that Shadow Zapdos is going to be the Pokemon for the beginning of June, and there's actually not going to be any new timed research to go along with it. This is just going to be a makeup event. If you haven't used your Super Rocket Radar yet, you can use it to get Shadow Zapdos, but you're not going to get any additional Super Rocket Radars during this time period. That being said, let's go ahead and move on over to the research breakthrough of the month. So the research breakthrough is unfortunately something very disappointing in my opinion, and it's going to be the Pokemon Clamperl. So Clamperl does have its shiny form available in-game, and it does have a split evolution, but it isn't really that relevant in raids or PvP or anything for that matter. It's just more or less just a shiny Pokemon if you haven't got it already. But instead of a weekly remote raid pass bundle, you're gonna actually have to complete your research breakthrough to get that free remote raid pass every single week. I guess this is Niantic's way of trying to encourage players to be more active in the game, because you do need to get 7 stamps before you get that research breakthrough box. So you're gonna have to play pretty often if you want to get 4 free remote raid passes throughout the month. Moving on over to the raid section. So we actually have some pretty interesting raids for the month of June. We have some mystery raids that are going to be featured later on in the month, and for June 1st to June 17th, so very specific timeline here, very similar to the Shadow Zapdos line or makeup event, we're going to have the Reggie Trio. So this is pretty good because all 3 Regis actually are available in their shiny form. And then from June 17th to June 30th, we're going to have a surprise legendary Pokemon in the raid pool, which I would have to guess would be Regigigas. We actually haven't gotten Regigigas officially in Pokemon Go. We've only had it through the exclusive event, which you have to pay for. So this would be a pretty interesting time to introduce it into the game. I mean, the Reggie Trio is definitely an interesting pair to raid for. They're good in PvP, I think everything except for Regice. Regice actually might have some viability in Ultra League, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Whether you're shiny hunting for these Pokemon though, or you're trying to get some extra large candy, I think the Reggie Trio is an excellent raid rotation for the month of June, at least the first half. In terms of the Mega Pokemon, most of you guys don't really seem to care about them, and that's totally cool because I don't really care about them either. So we're just going to skip over them like usual. In terms of the raid hours though, it's going to be the same time, guys, 6 to 7 p.m. every single Wednesday, specifically because we have the Reggie Trio all at once. On June 2nd, the first Wednesday of the month, you're going to have Reggie Rock. On June 9th, you're going to have Reggie Steel, and then on June 16th, you're going to have Reggie Ice as the featured Pokemon. With that being covered though, let's move on over to our events of the month. So we have a few different events. Honestly, I would say that it's pretty underwhelming in my opinion compared to the month of May. Like, month of May was really solid. Luminous Legends X was one of my favorite events by far, and I'm really sad that I didn't take more advantage of it, but it is what it is at this point, guys. So let's talk about the events for the month of June. So on June 6th, we're going to have a Gible Community Day. We've already kind of talked about this on the channel. We've talked about Gible's shiny relevance in terms of, whether or not it's getting devalued on the channel. We've also talked about Earth Power as a moveset, so if you guys want to check out any of those videos, I'm going to have the links in the top right corner right now. The bonus for Gible Community Day is going to be 3 times catch experience, so that's definitely something you can look forward to. Excellent throws are going to reward a ton of experience, guys. We're talking about 6,000 experience every single excellent throw with the lucky egg on. that is phenomenal. And then on June 8th to June 13th, we're going to have a very slow discovery. Basically, this is going to feature Galarian Slowpoke. Moving on though, on June 17th to June 20th, we're going to have the Solstice event. And by the way, all these events are going to start at 10 a.m. and end at 8 p.m. respectively. So the Solstice event is an interesting one just because we are going to have Solrock and Lunatone. Those are some pretty interesting shinies. I still want to get myself a shiny Lunatone, so hopefully I can grab one. Other than that, there wasn't really too much information about these two events though, so we'll kind of have to wait and see what Niantic decides to do with them in the future. I may or may not make some additional videos for these events because we don't actually have that much information, like some additional breakdowns. It seems like you guys really enjoyed my Luminous Legends Y event breakdown, so I might have to do more of these videos in the future. Anyways though, we do have one mysterious event at the end of the month. We can actually take a good guess at what it's going to be from June 25th to June 30th. And the hint for this event is that trainers will be able to sink their 2 front teeth into an unexpected event. Bidoof is honestly my best guess in terms of what this event is going to be like. Maybe you guys have a better idea in terms of a Pokemon with 2 front teeth, but other than that, other than Bidoof, I can't really think of anything else. For the month of June, it seems like Niantic is really teasing a lot of mystery, which is actually pretty exciting. So far what we've seen in June, there isn't actually too much to, I guess, be excited about. We're gonna go over the spotlight hours here pretty soon, but in terms of the events, in terms of the research breakthrough, and even in terms of the Shadow Legendary that we know about, most of it's kind of boring, in my honest opinion, compared to the last 2 months of Pokemon Go events. Not to say that, you know, it's terrible, but maybe they're just kind of preparing for July, which is going to be insane because we have Go Fest that month too. Anyways though, that being said, let's move on over to the spotlight hours now, and I think that's going to be basically it for the month of June. So again, you know, not too much to cover in this video, but we do have a lot of information to keep on going through, so let's talk about the spotlight hours right now. So spotlight hour, like usual, is going to be every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. We do have a pretty interesting lineup coming through for the month of June. A lot of like recycled shinies though, I will have to say. But again, the event bonuses are always what you want to pay attention to. So on June 1st, we have Gible, and that's going to be 2 times catch experience. By the way, this Pokemon also has its shiny form available, so that's pretty exciting. I do want to get my hands on this because Crustle looks really cool in its shiny. On June 8th, we're going to have Abra, another recycled shiny. The bonus is going to be ×2 candy for catches. That one's pretty good, I guess, but you know, again, nothing too crazy in my opinion. If you have any sort of stacked research rewards that you're saving, like Gibles, great time to take advantage of that. Other than that, Abra isn't like too amazing in the meta, so you know, kind of whatever in my opinion. On June 15th, we're going to have Slowpoke with the double candy transfer, always one of my favorite bonuses that we get throughout the month for spotlight hours. Definitely mark it in your calendars. Moving onward to June 22nd, we have Swinub. This is a super recycled shiny in my opinion, but Mamoswine is a beast, so if you haven't played Pokemon Go, you know, for a really long time, this could be an excellent opportunity to get yourself some really good Mamoswine. And then additionally, the bonus is going to be ×2 experience on evolution, so that one is pretty nice if you are going for the XP. And then finally on June 29th, we're going to have Apom, with the bonus being ×2 Stardust for everything that you catch. Really, really nice one, if I had to say so myself. Apom is a really nice shiny in my opinion, and the bonus is definitely something you want to take advantage of. I do hope that they kind of boost the catch rates for Apom during that day though, because Apom has a terrible catch rate. Like, it is so difficult to catch, so even though the bonus is ×2 dust on everything that you catch, it's going to be kind of difficult, and I do feel like a lot of the Pokemon are going to run away. And then finally, just a quick announcement in case you guys weren't already aware, Pokemon Go Fest was officially announced today with all the event details. I haven't decided if I'm going to cover that in another video. If you guys want me to cover it, let me know in the comments section down below. I'm honestly like so backed up with content right now though, but I'd totally be down to cover it. If you guys want to, I can do an analysis if it's going to be worth it or not, if it's worth spending the $5, which is actually discounted from last year's event. I believe last year it was $15. So $5 is a pretty good deal if I do say so myself, but there were so many issues with last year's event, it kind of rubbed a lot of players the wrong way, and even $5 might not be worth it for what you end up getting out of it, including all the lag and the makeup events and whatnot. So we can talk about that in a separate video if you guys want me to. So let me know in the comments section. If I don't get too many comments about it, then I probably won't cover it in a video. Because again, I have so much other stuff to go through right now. That being said though, once again, I will be going over the Go Battle League Season 8 updates in the following video, so stay tuned for that if you guys are interested. There's definitely a lot to look forward to, and I just recently put up a video regarding PvP IVs, how to find them during Community Day, during events, etc. I definitely recommend checking that video out. I'm going to leave it in the top right corner. And I think now, with everything kind of gone over for the month of June, let's go over a quick quick recap, talk about the highlights, basically anything that stood out to me. In my opinion, guys, this month definitely has not stood out to me too much compared to last month. There was a lot of really cool stuff in the last month, but this month I definitely feel like it's a little bit lackluster. So let's talk about the highlights here. So Shadow Zapdos, again, if you have the Super Rocket Radar and you never got one in the first place, I would honestly consider getting yourself a Shadow Zapdos. You may or may not want to. You may just want to save your Super Rocket Radar. That's totally valid. Again, Shadow Zapdos is meta relevant, but you know, Shadow Raikou is going to be more meta relevant, and we might get that pretty soon. We don't know. We don't know what that new Shadow Pokemon is going to be. The research breakthrough is definitely a pass. Not too interested about that. The raids are pretty interesting. I think the Regis are definitely going to be viable moving forward. Spotlight hours. Let me see here. So we have Gible with the ×2 catch experience. That one's going to be pretty good. Take advantage of that. Abra with the ×2 candy, now you can skip that. Slowpoke with the ×2 candy transfer, take advantage of that one. Swinub with the ×2 XP on evolutions, take advantage of that for both Shiny Swinub, Swinub in general, and then also the evolution XP. So you could really go either way on that event. So, you know, June 22nd, definitely one of the best spotlight hours of the month. And then on June 29th, we have Shiny Apom with the ×2 Stardust on everything that you catch, which is pretty good. I think the spotlight hour bonus is good by itself, and then also Shiny Apom is an excellent shiny, one of my favorites for sure. So that's gonna be pretty good. For the events, we have Gible Community Day, no doubt. That's gonna be one of the best events for the entire month. Super excited about that. The event bonus is also going to be really good with the 3x catch experience, so absolutely make sure to mark this one in your calendars and make sure that you set on like multiple alerts, like at least 2 alerts the day before and the day of. Do not miss this event, guys. The other events, in my opinion, not really that interested in them, and I guess that's it, actually. That's pretty much the only things that are interesting to me. So spotlight hours for the most part outside of Abra are going to be pretty interesting. Gible Community Day, the other events are kind of whatever, and then I guess we have the mystery components, right? Plus we have the Regis. Other than that though, that is basically going to be it for the month of June and pretty much this video. So again, if you guys did end up enjoying it, please make sure to hit that like button down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to see more of these videos in the future, I would definitely consider hitting that subscribe button as well. We have a lot more to talk about, and the Go Battle League Season 8 update video will be out pretty soon. And if you want me to cover the Pokemon Go Fest announcement in regards to whether or not it's going to be worth the $5, let me know in the comment section down below. That being said though, that's basically it for this video, guys. So I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you all real soon in the next one.